welcome back to another episode of The Daily Fix. I'm Kayla, and today Netflix announces a new video game adaptation. Any guesses which one? Also, Cyberpunk is coming to a new platform, plus the big IPs that are joining Roblox's creator ecosystem. Let's jump in. Netflix has greenlit a new live-action Assassin's Creed series, and according to the showrunners, it'll be about power, violence, sex, and greed, and hopefully also about warring secret societies and genealogical time travel. So, who's behind it? The showrunners currently attached to the project are Robert Patino, who was an executive producer on Westworld and was behind the HBO Max miniseries adaptation of the Vertigo comic series DMZ. Then there's David Weiner, who worked on Peacock's Brave New World series as well as Paramount Plus's infamous Halo series. But before you come for him in the comments, he worked on the second season, which is generally considered better than the first season, and he came in after the original showrunners left, after they came under fire from fans for taking a very different direction to Halo's story and exposing more than just his face. Both Patino and Weiner will serve as creator, showrunners, and executive producers on the series with input from Ubisoft. The project was announced 5 years ago, and since then it's been in development hell. We'll have to wait and see if this latest team can get it to the finish line. In a joint statement, the showrunner said, quote, "Beneath the scope, the spectacle, the parkour, and the thrills is a baseline for the most essential kind of human story, about people searching for purpose, struggling with questions of identity and destiny and faith. It is about power and violence and sex and greed and vengeance. But more than anything, this is a show about the value of human connection across cultures, across time. And it's about what we stand to lose as a species when those connections break." Well, that's great and all, but hopefully they still manage to capture what people enjoy about the games. We finally reached a point where there are actually good video game adaptations like The Last of Us and even the Sonic movies after they fixed his face. Also, the Fallout series, which is a perfect example of a show taking an existing IP, keeping it in the games world while also elevating it with new stories and characters. With Assassin's Creed, they have the opportunity to do just that, and they don't have to build any vaults or power armor to do it. There's little to go on now regarding potential historical focus for the series or how deeply it may tie to the franchise's established video game universe. So, if they do take inspiration from any game, which one would you like to see adapted? Personally, I'd love to see Ezio's storyline, but I wouldn't really mind seeing a completely new assassin story. Cyberpunk 2077 just got another update, and buried within the patch notes is the casual news that it runs on Mac now. After the latest update, CD Projekt Red has announced that Mac users can now also jump into the world of Night City. Cyberpunk 2077's Ultimate Edition on Mac promises to deliver ray tracing, frame generation, including HDR tuned for Apple's XDR displays, and is available on Apple's Mac models 16GB and above through the App Store, Steam, GOG.com, and Epic Game Store. And if you already own it for PC, you can also access it on your Mac. And if for some reason you've never played it, well, you're in for a treat. Cyberpunk 2077's sales crossed the 30 million mark a while back, making it one of the best-selling games ever, and making it available on another platform will definitely elevate that number. Aside from Mac compatibility, the biggest changes in Update 2.3 mostly focus on vehicles and customization. The update includes 3 new cars, including the brand new Yaiba Semimaru from the Cyberpunk 2077 Kickdown comic, and 1 new motorcycle, which happens to be the very first customizable motorcycle in the game. Elsewhere on Update 2.3 adds the new AutoDrive feature, which lets you drive vehicles hands-free. You can set a marker, sit back, and let the car drive for you. It's worth noting that to use AutoDrive, you have to drive on a road, and it will follow every single traffic rule, so expect to stop at every red light. There is also Wandering Mode, where the vehicle will drive you automatically endlessly in free roam. Hopefully, the Delamain AI taxi company can be hired for AutoDrive so he can just drive you around if you'd like. No mention of the much-wanted New Game Plus, nor significant new quests or characters. Looking further ahead, CD Projekt Red recently confirmed Cyberpunk 2 has finally moved into pre-production phase of development, but don't hold your breath. The developer has suggested it won't release until late 2030 or even early 2031. Hey, that's sooner than 2077 at least. Roblox creators can now apply to create officially licensed games within Roblox based on existing intellectual properties, including SEGA titles. Roblox's new licensing platform, License Manager, allows easier connections between Roblox creators and IP holders, including Netflix, Lionsgate, and SEGA. This makes it easier for eligible creators to use approved assets based on iconic franchises like Squid Game, Stranger Things, Twilight, and Saw, and games like the Yakuza series Like a Dragon. Traditionally, licensing IPs for game development has been a complex, time-consuming process, limiting opportunities to larger studios. Right holders can take a more tailored, selective approach with revenue sharing, an open source style approach where fans can take the reins or simply scan for IP usage across experiences. Licenses can be offered to existing experiences or by listing them in the new licenses catalog, where creators can browse and apply. As well as being able to directly liaise with creators, the IP holders can also proactively scan experiences for IP usage, so there may be eventually a crackdown on unauthorized games. The company says that this is just the beginning, with more IP holders expected to join the program throughout the year. And those are your stories for today, Thursday, July 17th. Now's a great time to score some incredible games through Humble. Live now through August 5th, grab Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, Daemon X Machina, Death's Door, Cat Quest 3, and more. Whether you're building your backlog or discovering something new, it's the perfect time to pick up these fan favorites. Plus, every purchase supports a good cause. This month, your Humble Choice membership supports Covenant House. Get curated mix of PC games every month, all for just $14.99 a month. Skip a month or cancel anytime and know that 5% of your membership goes to charity. Now that you're all caught up on the news, go check out yesterday's Fix, where we dive into everything Zelda live action. I'm Kayla, thanks for watching today's Fix, and I'll see you guys on the next one.